Yo, man, what's going on, everybody, man? I hope you all are having an amazing day today. Honestly, I can't complain myself. Thanks for asking. I woke up today and I feel like that's the most that I can ask for. And it's something I just always remind myself. If my entire day went wrong, I can at least find one thing that excited me throughout the day that changed my entire mood. And that's honestly waking up this morning, because not a lot of people were able to, unfortunately, man. But God was able to bless me and you all as well with another day. By today's title and thumbnail, you all already know what to expect. I don't got to do too much talking about the title and the thumbnail. As you see right now, you already know what to expect. These are the craziest. I'm talking about like things that's going to wake up your mind, y'all. Y'all really need to pay attention to these things, because 2024 is the year of awakening. And even though we're in the month of January right now, there's so much stuff that has been revealed. Like it's wild right now. I just feel like we need to go ahead and transfer to the future. If you ask me, I'm trying to see what's really going on. No, but all jokes aside, man, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Do not forget to give this video a huge like if you enjoy. More importantly, man, we do go live every single Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And I'm telling you all, you do not want to miss it, man. Like, my YouTube live streams is possibly one of the most lit live streams, so make sure hit that post notification bell to get notified when I do go live. Let's get it and let's go. I actually remember saying this.
And then I would do the same.
Jesus said, "Take this cup. This is my blood of the new covenant."
Now we've mixed our blood.
That's right. Which is his and which is mine. Now our blood symbolically has been mixed here. Now at the communion table,
Yes, sir.
he said, "This is my blood of the new covenant. All of you drink all of it." Judas had to drink that.
Yes, sir.
So, now, and I want you to be this way every time you take communion, and you ought to take it a lot. A lot.
Yes, sir.
Now his blood is in my body.
Yes, sir.
It's in there. His blood is mixed with my blood. Can you see it?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That dude, Kenneth Copeland, in general, has always been pretty suspicious to me.
So people eating raw flesh in Walmart like zombies have been seen now? This is for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, let's watch this real quick.
What? Nah, that ain't no zombie, bro. That is just a mentally ill person.
Yeah, in the future, we're seeing all the signs of, zombies. We have zombie control trucks that have been spotted all over the U.S. The CDC have dropped a zombie preparedness for you guys to go and look into. Now we got people in the middle of the store, you feel me, eating raw meat. Are y'all ready for The Walking Dead? Y'all ready for when Jabisha, she activate and they turn them frequencies on? Once again, aren't you guys entertained with everything that I said?
Dude is actually pretty entertaining, man. I'm gonna tell y'all that. He be literally having me laughing because of the things he be saying. No, bro, we get what you trying to troll here, but he's just trolling. I could definitely tell he's trolling, y'all. That's why he put the background music in the back to make you feel like, oh, maybe it's zombies for real. Fam, those are just some mentally ill people. To sit here and eat some raw meat, like, you're doing your worst self. I mean, you're doing yourself a worser favor, a bad idea, because you're going to get salmonella and food poisoning. Like, our body is not meant to digest raw meat. Like, come on now, that is crazy.
This is Judy Resnick, an engineer and pilot aboard the Challenger mission. An internet user found Judith Resnick a law professor at Harvard Law School. Some people were a little taken aback by the identical name, age, and like this is Michael J. Smith, also an engineer and pilot aboard the Challenger shuttle. This is Dr. Michael J. Smith, professor of engineering at the University of Wisconsin. This is Sharon Krista McCullough, arguably one of the most famous things about the Challenger mission. She was supposedly just a teacher that was picked at random. This is Sharon Payne McCullough, also a law professor who received her degree shortly after the Challenger disaster. Dick Scobie was the commander of the mission. Here's Commander Dick Scobie next to Richard Scobie, the CEO of Cows and Trees. Here's his company's original logo. Astronauts Ronald McNair and Ellison Onizuka both passed away when the Challenger shuttle exploded. Miraculously, it was found out that they both had twin brothers.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, a lot of people is blaming Reagan for this situation.
Snoop Dogg is arguably the most famous rapper in the world. He's also arguably the most sponsored, advertised rapper in the world. Snoop is a gang member. That's the business that we're in. Snoop did the Super Bowl as a gang member. Snoop, that don't stop him from nothing. We will bypass certain things if, Kodak, we'll excuse it. I don't want to just get to naming names, but in hip hop, we excuse it. When we don't excuse it, or when they don't excuse it, because who knows who's calling the shots in culture, we see fast action. They got on the baby fast for whatever he said on stage. When they want to get you, they'll get you.
They will.
If we're not getting you, there's a reason that we're not getting you.
Because we need some sort of agenda perpetuated.
I believe words have meaning, and you could will some to you. Like, I believe in the slaves having to sing secret songs and talking code. I believe that music is a frequency. Yeah. And you now know that the media companies, the same people that refuse to put good news on the morning news and the 6 o'clock news for a reason, it's the same reason we see the same thing before every election. We're seeing it now, right? Then you know that media companies are signing certain acts for frequencies to speak to the neighborhoods that they want those frequencies to go to.
That's true.
True.
It's a fact.
And if you realize that, then you'll have a problem with a lot of this going on.
That's true. It's the fact that they can say the most vulgar stuff. They can literally incriminate themselves. And the women can literally just sit here and degrade themselves in zero consequences. But as soon as they speak out of that particular agenda or particular way that they're signed for, then something instantly happens to them.
So if you was going to win the lotto, how would you do it? You can't win the lotto because that's basically a CIA psyop. Well, what they do is they make sure people put the money in, and then when it gets like $500 million, they make sure their own people win it. That way they can steal
Wow. Their own people win it.
the money. Anybody that wins the lottery, period, I would say 80% of those people are just like set up. I don't think they're real. I don't trust the government for shit. And there's actually evidence that stuff like this actually happened before. I'll give you flat out. 50% of these couples who win in the lottery are interracial couples. Are there 50% interracial couples in the United States of America?
I don't think so.
No, not even close.
That is crazy. But I've heard that a lot of people have been talking about the whole lottery thing and how there'd be investigations to see people who are possibly time traveling actually who win the lottery. Y'all let me know if y'all heard about that, and y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation as well, if it's valid or not. You know, some people just like to hear themselves talk.
Now, I'm not gonna say this is true, but this just popped up on my For You page, and now I feel like I am being played with, okay? Now, this is alleged, this is all conspiracy, but y'all know me, I love a good conspiracy, okay? So pretty much what is being said, right, is that Whitney Houston is not the biological daughter of Cissy Houston, but she's still her mother nonetheless, okay? Let's just put that out there. Now, allegedly, right, Cissy is actually Whitney's stepmom. Like on some real life Fence the Movie type situation. Like the father of Whitney Houston actually had allegedly an affair, right? And the affair was allegedly with this singer actress named Teresa Graves. And allegedly, when the affair happened, allegedly, I'm gonna keep saying allegedly, right? Teresa got pregnant. And then when she gave birth to the baby, basically, he was like, yo, Sissy, we gonna take care of this child together. This is my baby. Like I said, on some real, like the movie Fences, Remember how Denzel came home with the baby? It was like, her mama died during birth. This is my baby. We gonna raise it. That, like, on some shit like that.
I'd appreciate it if you used to help me take care of her.
Now, I wouldn't have believed it if these mother lovers wasn't doing side-by-sides like this. Like, do you see? And then I had seen an interview that Teresa Graves did back in the day, and she sounds just like Whitney.
Shows how it's called the funny side of marriage. It's how we all meet and court each other, and we finally get married. There's a big wedding scene. It's really pretty. And Gene Kelly is the minister, and it shows all couples getting married. And we have a big dance section, and we do the waltz, and we do the polka, and we do the horror. It's great. We do everything in the show. It's going to be the best thing on next fall. Trust me. In the studio since I was 12. My mom took me in the studio, and I've been working professionally since I was 12 years old. And I said, I want to be a singer. She said, you want to be a singer? You really do? I said, yeah, I really do. So she said, okay, let's go. And she took me by my hand, and that was it. But I feel no pressure from those two. I have nothing to prove. I give myself, and that's it. That's all I have to give. It's not all it's cracked up to be. It ain't all the glamour and all that stuff. It's hard work.
Rest in peace, Whitney Houston.
But when you love it, it feels good. My face being shown all the time certainly doesn't hurt at all. And when people in the modeling business really never knew that I did sing. So when they found out I did sing, it was like, oh, so besides that, you can sing. So let's deal with that too, So it's just one feeds off another, They both.
Whitney Houston was pretty beautiful when she was younger.
Now, I ain't
crazy.
saying I believe it. And I ain't saying that it's true. And like I told y'all, we love conspiracies. We talk about all the conspiracies, okay? We talk about the Disney Channel conspiracies on this page. We've broken down theories and stuff like that about Dr. Phil. We've done a lot of stuff on here.
Allegedly.
I'm just late to the party on this one. I'm just real effing late on the party of this one, okay?
Yeah, that is crazy.
But... yeah, y'all, what y'all think? Y'all tell me in the comment section.
Teresa Graves.
Gonna be copyrighted. Man. Okay, I can't play it because it's definitely gonna be copyrighted, but I get what they're saying.
Y'all ain't gonna tell me y'all don't think this shit. Y'all.
That's crazy.
Make sure y'all.
Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down below. I know I have a lot of Whitney Houston fans out there, and I know that y'all probably heard of this before, but I want to know y'all honest thought. I, of course, wasn't born into the time of, get to witness the personality and talent of Whitney Houston, but I definitely heard a lot about her legacy and heard about her music and all the stories. So y'all let me know what y'all feel about her and Teresa.
I want to get rid of the unions. SAG has done nothing. Check this out. I made $12,000 for doing Hustle and Flow. And then on top of it, what Paramount did, instead of putting my name as Terrence Howard performing the songs, they put performed by DJ. Well, they own DJ. So guess what? The performance royalties went to Paramount. They went,
Wait a minute.
They
didn't go to Terrence Howard. They went to
$12,000. That's all I ever made from Hustle and Flow. Everything else went right back into Paramount. So now I got to sue Paramount or send them a letter.
Are you serious?
I got to send them a letter to say, hey, you guys owe me about 20 years worth of residuals and performance royalties. But I didn't know. I was just trying to pay my rent then. I made $6,000 doing Crash. Crash didn't.
I remember the movie Crash. Yes, that's right. That's right.
The business don't pay actors anything. That's why the strike is going on. Actors are struggling.
As you and I were kind of joking earlier, it's hard out here for a pimp.
Yeah, it is hard unless you do it right.
He said unless you do it right. Nah, that's facts though. All jokes aside, it's really not too much of a funny situation, but I do understand on what he's talking about, just even on the deeper level. The fact that he have that much of a big influence, and a lot of actors were just talking about how difficult it is, and they're literally struggling because of the roles that they had, didn't really pay them anything. And on our end, we support a lot of these companies who have been putting a lot of these actors in jeopardy, just even their lives, just even how they live. But I do always stress that it is important to read in between them red lines, them dotted lines, and to get you a great lawyer when you're signing any type of contract, because you just never know what you'll be getting yourself into.
Is IShowSpeed a reptilian alien? What? Some people believe that reptilian alien humanoid beings live amongst humans here in our planet, and that they occupy high places in our society.
But it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human.
What?
Still.
Some people also believe that they can shapeshift into normal human beings and into reptilians, and that there are a few videos out there that may actually prove this. And the most recent video that's been going around is one from IShowSpeed, the greatest live streamer on YouTube. Now in this video you can see his eyes shapeshift clearly. Something happens there.
What's that you really like? Yeah, you want a free date? Kind of like an Indian girl. That was the first one, right? Yeah, she's pretty. You remember all of them? Have you never Toby's always scouting girls anywhere he goes. International boy. What the fuck? I should have watched the 20v1 video.
Oh my. That gotta be an edit. Yeah, that gotta be some type of edit. What? Yeah, that's creepy, man. That creeped me out. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about that. Is this a real video? If it is, could y'all please send me this?
What's wrong with your country? Well, we don't even start by saying the King of Belgium created a slave colony for 30 years. The government of Belgium ran the slave colony for another 40 years. The CIA assassinated your first popular leader, Mr. Lumumba, and then installed another dictatorship for the next 30 years. And then Glencore and others now suck out your cobalt without giving you tax income. We don't reflect on that. We say, what's wrong with you? Why don't you govern properly?
Hey, you remember all that breathless panic about shoplifting? You know, all those stories you've been hearing about stores closing because people are just stealing far too much?
Walmart.
Fun fact, that was all a lie.
Wow.
And we have confirmation of this from the National Retail Federation. You see, in 2021, there was $94.5 billion in missing merchandise, for a bunch of reasons. They claimed that half of that was because of theft, particularly organized theft. In reality, about 5%. Just misplaced a zero. You know how it goes. Like, they used this data to drive a lot of policy, even though the data was nonsense. But this has had real effects on people's lives. They've closed stores, they've locked products up, when in reality, quote, in most major cities, shoplifting incidents have fallen 7% since 2019. Retail theft is down, but they're claiming it's way, way up as justification to mistreat customers.
That's true.
But what's even more ridiculous is that even though the Federation had to retract that claim and admit that it wasn't 50%, it was 5%, they are not backing down, saying, quote, we stand behind the widely understood fact that organized retail crime is a serious problem impacting retailers of all sizes and communities across our nation. Is it a widely understood fact if you had to lie about it? Like, they're blaming data collection for this, not the fact that they just fudged the numbers.
It's true.
Like, the number that they claimed was the total shrink, which is the amount of value lost for all things damaged, lost, and stolen merchandise. They attributed all of that to organized retail crime, because everybody knows that organized crime really pounces on those big boxes of irregular t-shirts. Like, in reality, the total organized crime retailers face is $719,000 per billion in sales. It's not even 1%.
That's not even.
They claimed 50. Don't fall for it. They're just trying to blame you for their issues.
It's a whole tax situation. They probably getting tax write-offs and things like that just to justify. It's all politics, man.
I want to know, here's an easy way to know if you are controlled. Is there somebody or something that you're not allowed to criticize?
Oh.
That's right. Simple as that.
It is.
If you lived in Nazi Germany, you couldn't criticize the Nazi Party. If you lived in the Soviet Union, you couldn't criticize the Communist Party of Russia. If you live in China right now, you can't criticize the Chinese Communist Party. If you live in North Korea, you can't criticize Kim Jong-un. If you live in Cuba, you can't criticize the Cuban Communist Party. If you live in America, who can't you criticize? Who can't you criticize in America? That tells you who controls the country. You're not. The fact that we're having this discussion.
Okay, but I'm positive that a lot of people that's watching me right now, look at me when I tell you this, I know you know the truth. And that is a very good question to ask. What it is that possibly control the Americas, that if you speak about them, something will happen? Let me know down below. Comment it. I want y'all to comment it because I know a lot of people want to say the exact same thing. And of course, I don't want to say who exactly it is, for controversial reasons, and I don't want to be punished for any misinformation.
Another thing they can do, which we didn't know until Vault 7, is they can hack into and take control of your car through the car's computer guidance system.
What?
Yeah. But to do what? To make you drive off a cliff, into a bridge abutment, into a tree. Yeah. Why do they need to take over the operation of your car while you're driving it?
Yeah, why? I don't know. That just seems pretty confusing to me.
Can somebody help me understand why this isn't headline news? Like, why is this blasted all over everything that has a news channel or news anything? This is the senior Pentagon official who oversees the elementary school division being arrested for human trafficking.
Shaking my head. You know exactly why they're not going to tell us that.
If you've retired, you don't have anything to worry about. It's the third time I've said that. I'll probably say it 3 more times. See, in my line of work, you got to keep repeating things over and over and over again for the truth to sink in, to kind of catapult the propaganda.
Catapult the agenda.
Ever heard of the Chick-fil-A theory? Picture this. You got your Chick-fil-A sandwich and it's all soggy. You open it up and you can practically see the moisture in the bag. Well, what if I told you there's a genius way to prevent that from happening? When you order a Chick-fil-A sandwich, ask for it without pickles. Because every day Chick-fil-A pre-cooks a bunch of sandwiches in anticipation that most people will go for the classic #1. These pre-cooked sandwiches are all bagged up, complete with pickles, and kept warm on the heater to keep the line moving quickly. Now, when someone like you orders it without pickles, Chick-fil-A has to whip up a fresh sandwich right there in the drive-thru, ensuring it's hot and ready to go. This clever hack guarantees you a fresh sandwich that's not soggy. Pretty interesting, huh? So next time you're at a Chick-fil-A and want that perfect non-soggy bite, just skip the pickles.
Now, that's true sometimes because I actually go to Chick-fil-A a lot, and I hate Chick-fil-A pickles, but if I went to like White Castle's, then I possibly get with pickles and take that off just because the pickle juice is good. But that is true. Most of the time, even when I went there and I told the lady, like, I want it without pickles, but I want it fresh. And she also said the same thing that she said. Basically that if you order it without pickles, then they have to drop it because they only pre-make ones without pickles. They don't pre-make them with pickles. But that's only if you go into a good restaurant, because a lot of people managers, some people that is, if you go to a bad restaurant, they will pre-make some without pickles as well just because they're lazy. But they're not supposed to. But yeah, that's actually facts. And that's the same thing. If you go to McDonald's or any type of restaurant that sell fries, a lot of people just like fries. All you have to do is tell them, I would like my stuff no salt. Just every time you order something, just say no salt. Fries, anytime you got fries from anywhere, tell them no salt. And they have to drop it. And that's a life hack. Change your life, I promise you. Let me know if it works for you. I do this all the time.
How many Master Masons know that there are Satanists among them?
I'd say the same figure at 250,000, 1 in 1,000.
Right. Since Catholics are strictly forbidden to be Masons, why were you being asked to do 2 opposite things?
What people don't realize is that the Catholic Church helped start the Masons. And that, for example, the Scottish Rite, most of the degrees in the Scottish Rite were written by Jesuits. So even though there is this apparent antipathy between the Masons and the Catholics, to the point that up until John Paul II's reign, if you became a Mason, you were Roman Catholic, you were de facto excommunicated, just like that. But actually it's all a sham, because most of the high level of people in the Vatican are all Freemasons, and many of the people that are Freemasons are Catholics.
Wow.
So we just tried to go to McDonald's because in Marks and Spencer's we were going to get some lunch in with our shopping, and the lady there was stopping people in the car park, and she also said it's the whole country. The whole country's card payments have gone down. No one can use card right now, so no one can get petrol, diesel, no one can pay for anything, no one can get their shopping, no one can buy a train ticket. Like, is this just in Essex, or is this the whole country? Because we're thinking, oh, perhaps it was just a blip because we've come over to Chelmsford in Essex. Maybe it's just here. And there's nothing written on any news or anything. So we thought, oh, we'll go to the nearest cash point, because there wasn't one at Aldi. So we had to leave all of our shopping in Marks and Spencer's and just walk out. We've managed to get cash out, but surely everyone's going to be doing that. So all the cash machines are going to be completely rinsed. It's Saturday, the banks are now closed. And like, I'm like conspiracy theory. So I think, imagine if they say it's some sort of cyber terrorist attack or something, and then no, but it could be, couldn't it? This is what they'll say, and then we're going to have to get involved in the war with Palestine and Israel. That's what I'm thinking. Like, maybe that's my conspiracy theory. But anyway, for now, I don't know what. So we just tried to go to McDonald's.
Entire time they done went somewhere else, and you heard about the situation with the UK and US. With the whole Yemen situation. So that possibly could have been something, but any of my people over in the UK area, or, you know, the whole country in general, like England and, you know, Russian stuff, have people ever experienced the type of car situation that she was talking about? And another question that I have for you all is, what currency will run the world if there was an entire cyber attack where people cannot use cards anymore, that can only use physical cash? Will it be gold? Will it be silver? Will it be goods? You know, but y'all let me know what y'all think about that down below.
They want the woman to be a, they want the man to be a, they want us to be emasculated. They want our women to be sexualized, because if they do that, they can control both of us, bro. That's not our true position. Right. That's not who we are. You come from Africa. You supposed to know that. We royalty. We royalty. We kings and queens. We gods and goddesses. We not supposed to be moving on that vibration.
I feel like it's all a thing of control. Definitely a part of their agenda, if you ask me. But yeah, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation down below. Ooh, see, I guess my microphone was letting me know how it feels down below. Pause. Okay, that didn't even sound right at all. Oh, crap, I'm working. I said, see, I'm working. I'm rhyming. Now I'm messing up. I just need to go ahead and get done, because this stuff honestly got me tongue twisting and for a shock at the moment. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, and then I guess I'll see you all tomorrow.